Hello everyone, welcome to Exam Trials. Today I am here with another video about theories of intelligence. Through this video, I am going to talk about theory of structure of intellect by J.P. Guilford. Joy Paul Guilford, a United States psychologist, designed in 1955 this model of intelligence based on factor analysis. Guilford proposed a three-dimensional structure of intellect model. This theory is also known as the three-dimensional theory. He believed that there were separate mental abilities that detail intelligence with the individual. He broke these mental abilities into three main categories or in dimensions. That dimensions are operations, the conduct, the product. These are the three dimensions. Now let's talk about these three in detail. First one is operations. There are the process involved in intellectual behavior. That is, it represents the nature of mental activities a person does. Usually we use different mental abilities to do work. Then the nature of these abilities is defined by operation dimensions. There are 5 kinds of operations such as cognitions, memory, divergent production or thinking, convergent production or thinking, and evaluation. These are the 5 subparts of operation dimension. Now let's know about the subparts of operations. First one is cognition. It is the ability to understand, comprehend, discover, think, analyze, and becomes aware of information. Cognition is the ability to understand, comprehend, discover, think, analyze, and become aware of information. Second subpart is memory. There are 2 types, memory recording and memory retention. Memory recording means it is the ability to encode or store information, whereas memory retention means the ability to recall information or retrieval of information. Third one is divergent production or thinking, which means that ability to generate multiple solutions to a problem. In the case of convergent production or thinking, it is the ability to generate a single solution to a problem. Last one is evaluation, which is the ability to judge whether or not information is accurate, consistent, or valid. These 5 are the types of mental activities performed in the operations. One example we can take to understand operation is, if we ask a child to write about the positive and negative aspects of media, he or she will use the ability of evaluation because he or she has to analyze the effect of media from both perspectives and then answer. Thus, he or she uses the ability of evaluation under the dimension of operation. So simply we can say that operation means, or it represents, the nature of mental activities a person does. Next dimension is the content. It is the second way of classifying the intellectual factor is according to the kind of material or content involved. That is, it is a broad area of information to which the human intellect applies operations. It is a broad area of information to which the human intellect applies operations. There are 5 content dimensions: visual, auditory, symbolic, semantic, and behavioral. First one is visual. It is the information perceived through seeing. Example is watching films, documentary, etc. These are the concrete material which is perceived through our senses. Next one is auditory, which means information perceived through hearing. That is content based on sounds or voice. Example, tab recorded material. Next one is symbolic. It is the information perceived as symbols or signs that stands for something else. Examples are letters of alphabets, musical and scientific notations. That means it is composed of letters, digits, and other conventional signs. Semantics are the content related to verbal meaning and ideas. Another one is behavioral. It is the information perceived as act of people. Simply, it means a social behavior in society. For an example for content, showing someone a movie and asking him or her to review it with any specific references can be a task. The content here is both visual and auditory. Similarly, the content of a written text may be reviewed and analyzed. This is an example for the dimension content. Third dimension mentioned in this theory is the product. As the title suggests, this dimension contains result of applying particular operation to a specific contents. This structure of intellect includes 6 products that are units, classes, relations, systems, transformations, implications. These are the 6 subpart of products. First one is unit. Unit here means product of the work done in the form of a single item, or it is a single items of a knowledge. Unit is the single items of knowledge. Next one is classes. The present output in the form of different classes or categories or set of different units which shares common attributes. Third subpart is relations. The result of the work done can be presented in terms of established relationships or any kind of sequences. Next one is system. It is the multiple relations interrelated to comprise structure or network. In other words, we can say that systems are the outputs of an operation in the form of a system which talk about multiple relations interconnected to any structure. Fifth one is transformation. It involves changes, perspectives, conversions, or mutation to knowledge. Which means that product in the form of change in existing situation, perspectives and knowledge. Sixth subpart is implications, which involves predictions, inferences, consequences or anticipations of knowledge, which means that result in the form of implication of the content used in terms of interpretations, inferences and consequences. Therefore, according to Guilford, Therefore, there are 150 mental or intellectual abilities which are associated with these three dimensions. Each ability stands for a particular operation in a particular content area and results in a specific product, such as comprehension of figural units or evaluation of semantic implications. Guilford model of intelligence has been criticized because of two basic reasons. First is its use of statistical method, and second one is it has too many categories of mental ability, which seems to present classification of intelligence rather than a theory. These are the two criticisms faced in this theory. This model guides us to provide enrichment programs for creative and talented students. Also, this model is useful in finding out the reasons of unsatisfactory performance of a student in spite of his high level of intelligence. And also, this model is useful in finding out the reasons of unsatisfactory performance of a student in spite of his high level of intelligence. These are all about the theory of structure of intellect. So that's all about today's video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Have a good day.